أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Today we are going to learn the alphabets of Arabic from Qaida Yassarnal Quran, which is a small book which teaches us how to read the Holy Quran perfectly. And the first thing which I want to mention is whenever we take part in the competitions, especially in the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat, there are three categories made for the judges. One category is called makharij, that is pronunciation of the letters of alphabets. The second category is called Tajweed, that is the rules and regulations of the recitation. And the third thing is the melody, the voice of the reciter. So this thing tells us that the importance of the makharij or the pronunciation of the letters is very, very important, is 1/3 of the recitation. So if we are able to learn these alphabets correctly, how to pronounce them, we can say that we have learned 1/3 of the recitation of the Holy Quran. Many brothers and sisters, they always wish that they also want to learn how to read the Holy Quran in the best manner. So that is why we decided to make some effort to guide and teach our brothers and sisters how to read the Holy Quran in the best manner. This is our own effort. May Allah make it blessed for us also and for the listeners and the viewers also. So, when we look into the alphabets, the first thing we realize is that there are some letters which are similar. Even on the Yassarnal Quran, when you see the spellings of the letters, they are the same in English. For example, when we start from ta, alif, ba, and ta, if you see the spellings of ta, they are the same with ta, 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 and ta, ta. Because there is no way in English to differentiate these two sounds. That is why the spellings, when they write the same. That tells us that their sound is similar. Then if you go further, sa. Sa is a letter which resembles seen also, which resembles sod also. When you go further, ha and ha, if you see the spellings, they are the same, ha and ha, but their sounds are different from each other. The first one after jim is ha, ha, and the one which comes almost in the end, that one is ha, ha. And when we see the spellings of dal and dod, both are similar. So that tells us that their sound also is similar. In the same way, dal, za, za, they are similar letters. Then sin and tha and sad, they are similar letters. In the same way, dal, za, za are similar. Qaf, kaf, they are similar. So we have to learn to differentiate the sounds, the pronunciation of these letters, so that the listeners will be able to know that which letter you are reading. So we can see now letter by letter what is the sound. The first letter in alphabets is alif. It should not be prolonged at all. It should not be alif. That is wrong. We have to make it very, very short. Alif, alif, ba, ta, tha. This letter is a tricky one. If you see the spellings in Yassarnal Quran, the spellings are not SA. The spellings are T, H, and A. The reason is, in Arabic, when we call this letter, we have to say sa, but we need to put our tongue behind the front two teeth so that the whistle of sa will not be produced. So if we put our tongue behind the two teeth, the whistle will not come out, then the sound will be like this: tha, tha, tha. You can touch the uh, bottom part of the front teeth, and then the sound will come in this way: tha, tha. And the next letter is jim. We should not make it short like jim. If we see in the spellings on Yassarnal Quran, we will see a small line on top of I, which tells us that we need to prolong the sound of jim. So we will read it jim, and the next letter is ha, ha. We should not read it ha. That is wrong. So we have to make some effort, because this is something which is difficult for many people to produce. But we need to make effort. That effort will show that we are not reading the other ha, we are reading the letter after jim, which is ha. So jim, ha, kha. This letter also we will try not to make it kha. It is kha, like we clear our throat. That is how we have to pronounce this letter kha, kha. Then the next letter is dal. This letter also we are not going to make it short like dal. Many children they read it like dal, which is wrong. If you see in the spellings also on Yassarnal Quran, you will see a small line on A that tells us that the sound is going to be prolonged. Dal. Then dal. This is also another letter which we pronounce, and we need to put our tongue on top of the front two teeth on the bottom. Dal, dal. There should be no whistle at all when we pronounce this letter. Dal. And this was the same way. Tha, dal, tha, dal. And when we go further, the next letter is ra. Ra, we need to read it with full mouth, or we can make it thick. We should not say ra with empty mouth. We have to read it with full mouth, that is ra, ra. In the same way, za. In this letter now, we will make effort to produce the whistle. Z, this sound. Za, za. And next letter is sin, where also we will try to make the whistle with flat mouth. Sin, sin, sin. Dal, dal, ra, za, sin, sheen, sad. This one is also with the full mouth. Sad. And the last part of this letter's sound is dal, where we need to bounce or shake the sound of dal. Sad. We will not say sad, that is wrong. And we will learn about the bouncing letters, and which is called in Arabic qalqala later when we reach there. But for now we need to know only when we call sad, the dal sound will shake. Sad, dad. This also is similar with dal, but the sound will be with full mouth. Dad, dad. If you see the spellings, they are D-A-D. So it should not be zod. It is dad, dad. And the dal sound in the end also will shake similarly like in sad, dad. Then the next letter is ta, which is similar with ta, alif, ba, ta. And this one is read with full mouth. Ta, ta. Then za. This one is similar with za, za. That one we read with flat mouth, and this one we read with full mouth. Za, za, ta, za. And the next letter is again a letter which is very difficult for some, which is impossible for some. And we need to make some effort. Whatever is possible for us, we'll try to differentiate the sound of this letter with other letters. But if we are able to read it correctly, that is the best. Ain, ain, ain. And then ghain. This sound is not ga, ga. It is wrong. The sound is gha, gha, gha. So the letter sound is ghain, ghain. Fa, qaf. This also is with full mouth. If you see the spellings, they are Q, A, and F. Qaf, qaf, with full mouth. Qaf. And after that, the next letter without any effort, K-A-F. Kaf, qaf, kaf. Lam, Mim, Noon, Wow, Ha. Now this Ha and the first Ha, they are similar letters. Their spellings, if you see, they are the same, but their sound is not the same. The first one after Jim is Ha, and this one is Ha, Ha, Hamza, and Ya. So this is how we read all these letters of alphabets. Now lastly, I'm going to read all the letters once again for you to listen them carefully and see what is the difference in the sounds. So I'm going to start from the first letter again. Alif, Ba, Ta, Tha, Jim, Ha, Kha, Dal, Dal, Ra, Za, Sin, Shin, Sad, Dad, Ta, Za, Ain, Ghain, Fa, Qaf, Kaf, Lam, Mim, Noon, Wow, Ha, Hamza, and Ya. So this is the way we need to read the alphabets of Arabic, and I hope and pray that this video will be helpful for you to learn, so that you will be able to learn the pronunciation of the letters perfectly. May Allah make it blessed for you, and may Allah make it blessed for us also. And this is all for today. We'll come with the next video where we'll try to teach you some other things related to the Yassarnal Quran and the reading of the Holy Quran. May Allah bless us all. Up till that time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.